Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a demonstration of a technique I learned by Makeup by Mario at the Laura Mercier masterclass that he had with them not too long ago. I'm teaming up with them for this video to show you guys his techniques that I learned at this event and to show you how to use the new Laura Mercier Translucent Powder Glow. Laura Mercier is kind of iconic when it comes to translucent powders, especially because it's pretty much what everybody uses. So when I found out they were coming out with Glow, I was really excited because I didn't feel like they were gonna disappoint me. I posted this on my IG stories and a lot of you were asking questions about exactly what it is. How do you use it? Do you set your under eyes with it? I'm gonna teach you everything I learned when I saw Mario do the demonstration. Makeup by Mario is just kind of a legend, and to learn from him is always an honor. I mean, I definitely need to go see one of his full master classes. That would be a dream. Makeup by Mario, if you wanna invite me to your sold out classes, I will definitely be there. Let's go ahead and get started. So first, we're gonna apply some foundation to the skin. I'm using the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. This is in the shade Suntan 4N1. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this on the back of my hand and apply it with my Beauty Blender. And as you can see, it's a slightly darker shade than my face. My shoulder, you know, is actually a lot darker than even my face with the foundation, so I like to tan it up just a little bit. And then also make sure you bring it down the neck. This has a really pretty finish. I mean, it just looks so nice. It's actually a little bit thinner. Like, it's not super thick, but it's like covers everything. Next, we're moving on to concealer. I'm using the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. This is in the shade 3W. I'm just gonna apply a light layer of this under the eyes. Then on the side of the nose. I'm also gonna place it here in the laugh line area. And I haven't dipped back into the container. This is all one go. I'm also gonna place a little bit down the bridge of the nose. Now I'm gonna take a clean beauty blender because I dropped my previous beauty blender on the floor. Have you ever dropped your beauty blender on the hotel floor? That is the ultimate betrayal. Ultimate. Burn it. No, don't burn it. I just wash it really well. I'm not gonna burn a beauty blender. Working that in to the under eyes and on the sides of the nose. Somebody once told me that if you want to really help lessen the creasing under your eyes, you want to blend the concealer opposite of the way that your creases are going, right? So mine are like this, so I'm gonna go the opposite direction with the concealer so it really gets into those areas. And down the bridge of the nose. Both of these consistencies of this foundation and concealer feel like very nice and thin, which I really like. Boom. Now I'm gonna move into the techniques I learned from Mario when I went to his masterclass, and he showed us a technique called set up, set down, and this is using the original Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is kind of like an icon in translucent powder world. Everybody uses this, and they've recently launched the new Laura Mercier translucent glow powder. I'm gonna show you guys what he showed us as far as the two techniques when it comes to using the new glow translucent powder. First, we're gonna set down using the original translucent powder. So set down meaning any places you don't want shine or you want to blur your pores. This translucent powder in specific helps blur pores. I always like pretty much jam it in. So anywhere we don't want shine, this is where you are going to set. So you just want to press and roll is also what he said. Press and roll. I feel like I am needing some dough. So I'm just gonna apply that on the chin here, and then also just whatever's left over on the center of my forehead. I'm pressing and rolling. And then on the under eyes, setting that concealer. More on the side of my nose here. Just gonna let that sit for a minute. And then I'm gonna dust that off. Boom. Now we're moving on to the set up technique. Now this is gonna be showing you guys the new Laura Mercier powder. This is the Glow Translucent, and they also have a medium deep shade in the new Glow powder as well. What he was explaining to us is that the set up is now bringing forward the luminosity by pinpointing the high points of the face. And specifically what Mario was letting us know is that the trends coming up are gonna be still a glow. We all love a glow. Listen, I love a glow, okay? He's saying it's more a glow from within. So some people are saying, why not just call it a highlighter? This is more of a setting powder that's gonna bring luminosity, whereas a highlighter I wouldn't use to like set parts of my face with. It's more of like a pinpointing, just like fine detailing highlights. To do that, they've created a brand new brush. So this is the Glow Powder Brush, and it's perfectly shaped so that it just gets into all the cheekbone areas and kind of just hugs. You see this? It's hugging my cheekbone. So now I'm taking this on the back of the cap just to make sure we have just enough product on the brush, because I don't want to have too much. So first I'm going to sweep this over the high points of my cheekbone. Oh wow. Ooh. That's so beautiful. So not only am I bringing this, hugging with this brush up the cheekbones, but I'm also bringing it to the temple here and just kind of fading it out. And Mario also placed a little luminosity on the forehead right here at the very high point, which I love. So you see, it just has this like really healthy, beautiful sheen to the skin, and then it's not super like bam highlight. And of course, I'm gonna hit all the other spots of my face, like the chin. So I'm actually picking up a smaller brush because I like to hit the bridge of the nose with a tinier brush. So that's just so I can get a nice straight line right here. And then I use my finger to tap and blend it in so it's not just like boom, harsh line. And then the Cupid's bow. This is it. I've set the high points of my face with this powder, and you guys could see it looks so pretty, so luminous. It's just like this really nice sheen. It's not a super intense highlighter on your skin. It just looks like you're kind of glowing from the inside out. And you know, like I said, I use a smaller brush for my nose because I like, see this little glow right here? I always love that to pop. So you can definitely build this up to pop even more if you want it to, or you could do a nice sheer setting of the makeup with a nice like dust of it all over the skin on the high points. Again, keep the regular translucent powder under the eyes. Don't use this for your under eyes, this glow one. I don't think that's gonna be a good look. Also make sure you use the original translucent where you have any texture. Anything with glow, you wanna keep more on the smoother parts of the skin. So I'm gonna finish off the face because I need you to see this with bronzer so we get a finished look. I'm using my Mom bronzer. This is in the shade Earth 1. Right under the cheekbone right here, you could see the little line. I'm just gonna start to slowly build some bronzer there. Once I apply the bronzer, you could really see the luminosity of the cheekbone popping even more because it gives a little contrast. And I'm only bringing it right to this part of my eyeball. Now you could really see everything popping through. This is actually not a bronzer, it's a foundation, but I love the way it looks as something to warm up my skin. And then also on the perimeter of my forehead. Gotta make the forehead look smaller. Once I applied the warm colors here, you could also see the luminosity peeking through even more on my high points of my forehead as well. That contrast really helps bring a lot of dimension to the skin. Across the nose, I like to add a little bronzer just lightly, then along the jawline. Perfect. I love the way this looks. It looks really good. So now we're gonna give a little color to the face. Now I'm picking up some Ofra blush. This is such a pretty pink, flushed from within. I'm kind of going for that, I'm just naturally this bronzed, highlighted, and flushed from within type of look. I give a little smile because I want to put it on the apples of my cheeks. I'm putting it right between the warm color and the luminosity, just right in the center of those. Again, across the nose. Super fresh, cheeky, if you will. Bomb. For this kind of flushed, natural looking skin, I want to pair it with a flushed, semi-natural looking lip. I'm using the Kylie Jenner lip pencil in Apricot first. I want something that's just gonna kind of have a girly pop, but not be too crazy. So once I line the lip, I'm gonna lightly use the same pencil and go over the entire lip. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of gloss and put it over the top of that to make it look fresh and juicy. This is the MAC Plenty of Pout Plumping Lip Gloss. I didn't realize this gloss was like tingly plumping when I first used it, and I was freaking out because I was like, what's happening to my lips? Like, as in the feeling was so tingly. And I was like doing my friend's makeup for her wedding and they were like, oh, put lip gloss on the flower girls. So I put this gloss on them. I had no idea it was plumping. I don't know. I thought it was just a clear gloss. Little flower girls. Got them out there running around plump lips. That's the lip. See, it's just so fresh. It just looks clean and girly and pretty and glossy. And what else do we have left to do? I'm gonna apply a little bit of lower mascara off camera because you can't even see what I'm doing half the time, so I'll be right back. That is it. This is the finished look. This is the set up, set down technique that we learned from Mario. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I really love how the skin looks. It just, what do you guys think? It's so natural. Zoom in a little bit, please. Can I get a little zoomy zoom? See the finish, it's so natural, it's so beautiful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload videos, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye. Okay, pues, I don't know, like people say they use one pump and I'm like, how? Ow, my foot's asleep. Oh, my leg, oh. Boom dia, bum dia. Ooh.